Hey everybody, it's Paul Brins with your Monday market update. Hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. This is a big update. This week is going to be a market mover. We're going to talk about what happened last week, how it relates to this week, what to look out for, and all that great stuff. Are you ready to get started? I know I am. And you know how we always start this off? We always start off by saying thank you for those of you that have referred over your family, your friends, and your clients over to us. Your trust means the world. And we're going to do everything that we can to take great care of you and them. So we're going to give you a 49er thankful. I have to tell you, I was there last night and I almost left at halftime. I did, but I didn't. So there you have it. All right, let's talk a little bit about interest rates. So interest rates are the exact same from last week. You have VA at 6%, FHA at 6%, conventional 6.5%, jumbo at 6.75%. Now, all these are with 0 points. We also have bridge financing. Now, bridge financing is huge. It allows you to make an offer as cash and close in 16 days. It's going to give you a very strong competitive advantage. It's how you get approved for a bridge loan is going to be based off the equity of the house you're buying and the house you're selling. If you have questions on that, let me know. If you don't know about it, this is something that can really help you be competitive and pay a little bit cheaper for a home, but it's leveraging your equity. It's called bridge financing. There you have it. All right, it is back. Cal Halfa's Dream program is back for round 2. I can't talk. I'm so sorry, but it's back for round 2. It's going to start in April. There's good news. There's bad news. If you want the full update, just send me an email. I'll send you the link to the video I created. It's about 10, 15 minutes. It goes through what the qualifications are, the good, the bad, the ugly, how to utilize it, and all that great stuff. But the good news, bad news, just for this video right here. The good news or the bad news, let's start with the bad news, is they added a layer of eligibility. You have to be a first generational buyer, which means your parents, one of the borrower's parents, can't own a home, or if they passed away, when they passed away, they could not have owned a home at that time. Now, the good news is, if you remember last year, when it was a first come, first served basis, now what you have to do is you have to get pre-approved, put your voucher in, and if you get, your pre-approval in, and if you get selected, you get a voucher which allows you to shop for 90 days. Now, you don't have to get your offer accepted or close a house in 90 days. You do have to get your offer accepted and lock your loan within that 90-day window, and that money is yours. All right, let's get to news here. New home sales last week. Month over month, it's up 8%. Year over year, it's up 4.4%. Now, we talk about this. I want to remind you, median sales price has gone down 3% month over month. It's down to 4.13. But remember, that is not a measurement of inflation. All median sales price is, it's the exact dot in the middle. Half the price is sold of houses sold higher, the other half sold below. You know, what a declining median sales price really means is that there's more activity in the lower markets than there is in the higher markets, such as the Bay Area. That's all that means here. Let's get into personal consumption expenditure. So this is huge. Now remember, this measures inflation. Inflation is the kryptonite to 30-year fixed rates. This is what happened last week, and this is what we need to talk about and really focus on. What's coming up this week as it relates to the Fed, which I'm going to get to in a second. But just so you know, headline and core PCE has gone up 0.2% month over month and year over year, 2002 year over year peak. It has come from headline 7.1 to core 5.6. Jerome Powell, who's the Fed chair, remains extremely committed to that 2% goal, which his comments coming up this week are really going to move that market. And I'll get to that in a second. Pending home sales now so this year started off at pretty strong per Lawrence Young. Sorry, my eyes are going like blind here. Year over year, pending home sales are up 1.3. You can tell by the graphs there that the activity has gone down since 2021, 2022, but it has started to go up based off the 2023 average. And if you're out there looking at houses, you are starting to notice more people out there, and that's simply as a result of lower interest rates. So as rates start to decline, you can expect this pending home sales, and especially the activity, to start to increase. All right, let's get to this week. Now, this is why, so we went over pending home sales, PCE, inflation has gone up a little bit. How does that relate to this week? Well, today, and I think it's Wednesday, the Treasury refunding announcement is coming out, and what that talks about is buying mortgage-backed securities. That helps keeps interest rates low. They're going to make their decision on that tomorrow, Tuesday. Case-Shiller comes out, and that's actually the measurement of housing appreciation. So when I get that, I will let you guys know. The JOLTS report and ADP and BLS jobs reports coming out. The Fed is so focused on the employment rate that those are definitely going to move the market. How strong is our employment? And unfortunately, as we've talked about in the past, the stronger the employment, the higher people have to pay to keep employees. The higher that gets passed on to you as the consumer through services and goods, which ultimately impacts inflation, which inflation is the kryptonite to 30-year fixed rates. Now, tomorrow and Wednesday, the Fed is starting their 2-day meeting, ending on Wednesday when they come up with their announcement. They have their announcements. The market is paying very close attention to what the Fed say as it relates to last week's inflation. If they come out worried about inflation starting to rise, you're going to notice interest rates go up. If they don't seem bothered by it and they seem confident they're on the right track, you're probably going to see interest rates decline. So fingers crossed. If you have any questions or if I can help you out with anything, why don't you go ahead and click that QR code right there? That's the Hopes and Dreams conversation. We don't pull credit reports. We don't do applications, none of that. We just talk about your goals, your dreams. I put a plan. We, not me, we put a plan in place for you and your family to make sure you can achieve homeownership in 2024. Okay, that's it. Paulo Brandt's Clear to Close.